So, who else wants to save over $68,000 in college expenses? Anybody want to save $68,000 in college expenses? Wouldn't that really help you and your kids start off life as adults on the best possible foot? All the research shows that debt greater than $10,000 really does squelch our ability to be happy and healthy. Even when we have great jobs, having excessive amounts of student loan debt it's just an incredible weight on top of kids and their parents as they're starting off their adult lives. And there's actually research that's showing right now that the most folks who are defaulting on student loan debt are not students. It's actually their parents. It's parents who have said, okay, we'll go ahead and take on that debt for our kids from college, and then the parents are having to decide between paying off their kids' student loan debts and actually saving for retirement. And this world that we're living in, where college is so expensive, is forcing young adults to make very difficult choices, and it's making their parents have to make very difficult choices. So I want to help you figure out how to keep your college costs as low as possible, so then you can spend that money on things that are really going to propel you and your kids to a better life situation. So $68,000. Here's the secret. 1 year of college is estimated beyond, once you get beyond 4 years, a fifth year or a sixth year at college is estimated to actually cost $68,000 or more. And the reason why it costs so much, even if you're going to a lower price institution, staying in college beyond 4 years, it costs that much for a number of reasons. First of all, the cost of college is going to go up every year that you're in college. And yet your financial aid package generally is going to stay about the same. So if you're in it for the fifth year and the sixth year and your financial aid package does not increase, then you have a gap that you're going to have to make up that difference. And that tends to go into loans that people are taking on. So getting out in 4 years is the way to save money. The other reason why it's an actual cost of $68,000 is you have to take into account your tuition and books and living expenses, all of that comes with being a college student. But now you have to take into account the opportunity cost, the missed wages of somebody who could be out in the workforce with a bachelor's degree now and making an entry-level professional wage. So when you add up the actual cost of college and the opportunity cost of missed wages, it's at least $68,000 or more. And I'm not just making this up. This is something that comes from a study done by an organization called Complete College America. If you go onto their website, completecollege.org, they have something called the 4-year myth. And it is a study about what's really going on in colleges right now. And here's the deal, folks, that you really need to understand. Previous generations, it was a very realistic expectation that a student getting a bachelor's degree would typically complete that in 4 years or less. Nationally, hold on to your hats, nationally, only 39% of bachelor's degree candidates will complete that degree in 4 years or less. So if you're sitting there kicking back and thinking like, oh, that's not so difficult to complete a degree in 4 years, only 39% of students are doing it. A full 60% of folks are not hitting the mark in 4 years. So that's something to really pay attention to. Anything that you can do to help your kids complete college in 4 years or less is going to save you major, major dollars. So that's why when I talk to families about working with me at Off Trail and Purpose College Advisors, it's not just about, helping them figure out what they want to be when they grow up, although that's incredibly valuable. And it's not just helping them find colleges that are going to be a strong match for their goals, although that's incredibly valuable. But one of the key things that we're working with our clients on is giving them the guidance to get through college where they're getting the most quality out of that experience, but getting through as quickly as possible, because time in college is money, and it is money that actually squelches them. If they are graduating with excessive debt, it actually makes it so much harder for them to achieve their long-term goals. So that's why we can justify, charging some families and encouraging to invest with us, because our goal is to save you massive amounts of money in the long run and massive amounts of heartbreak. I talk to people who have gotten out of college all the time, and they look back and they go, I have no idea why I majored in whatever it is that they majored in. They did not have a plan when they went into college. They were making it up as they went along, making decisions based on what a professor told them or what a friend told them, or, they just feel pressured sitting in the registrar's office and, okay, you have to decide what your major is, and so they pick something. And they're not thinking about the long-term picture. The other thing that students are not aware of is that getting a degree is not the magic key to opening good jobs the way that it used to be. It is just a kind of an entry-level requirement for many jobs, and it's not opening the doors. The thing that actually opens the door to those high-quality, professional entry-level jobs that kids are looking for, that actually engage them and excite them, and where they're working on problems that have meaning and it feels good, they're showing up and they're loving their work, is they need to do things outside of the classroom. And that's what we advise kids on, is looking at what are the other things. Yes, you're in college and you need to go to class and complete assignments, but what are the other things that you need to be doing so that you really reap the benefits of that college experience? So we check out some of our other videos about, how to get the most out of college. But today, the major thing that we want to impart to you is that the best way to save money is to complete your degree in 4 years or less. And that's the thing that most parents are not thinking about. They're not budgeting and aware that only 39% of students nationally are completing a degree in 4 years or less. And you want to hear that the more painful statistic is that if you take it out to 6 years, how many students are completing a degree in 6 years or less? Nationally, it's only 50%. So again, anything that you can do to help your kids find their direction, really get down to the why they're at college, and plan not just to get into college, where most college planners and college advisors stop. Their biggest concern is getting your kid into college and then you're on your own. But that's not the way that we function here, because we see that that's where kids start struggling, is they've been successful in high school, but then they get to college and things fall apart. And we're here to get them through that experience so that they don't become the 1 in 2 students who are dropping out of college and not really getting the most out of that experience, because the debt does not go away. If you were in college for 2-3 years, that debt doesn't go away. You now don't have a professional job, and you're struggling to pay off that debt. So that's why anything that you can do to help your kids plan and have a vision and understand exactly what they're wanting to get out of college, and somebody who can coach them through that and keep them on their mission, on their journey, is well worth the investment. Another thing that we want to do to help you see how to plan this out is we've created something called the 150-word email to get colleges to want you. It's an amazing resource, and we share it out into the world just as a bonus to help you understand who we are and why we do what we do. So you can get a copy of the 150-word email to get colleges to want you as our gift to you. It's really easy. All you need to do is, you're watching this on Facebook, just come on over to our Facebook page, Off Trail on Purpose, and do two things there. First of all, like our page, and then you'll get feed whenever we do more of these videos and share cool tips on our Facebook page. You'll automatically get it if you like our page. And then the other thing is, down at the bottom there's a little blue sign up button. And when you hit sign up, it takes you right over to sign up for the 150-word email to get colleges to want you. And it walks you through the philosophy and through the strategy that we teach our clients here at Off Trail on Purpose. If you are helping your kids plan for college and all you're helping them focus on is getting into college, you're not thinking about the 4, 5, 6, 7 years after college and the bigger picture even beyond that. Your kids are not necessarily getting the long-term nurturing that is going to help them be successful in life. That's what we do here at Off Trail on Purpose. My name is Leslie Fry. I am the founder of Off Trail on Purpose, and I'm so excited to keep connecting with you. Keep joining us and sharing our videos, and have a great weekend.